Hello, burgeoning historians. It's me, Dr. Mason. I'll be your instructor for History 210 Methods of History here in the spring of 2023, and I thought I would reach out briefly before we get started as we move into next week and we have our first course meeting on Wednesday, just because I wanted to give you an opportunity to maybe start thinking about the course, whether the semester went well for you in the fall, whether it was absolute dumpster fire. Only you know. Well, I probably know too. But we have a good chance to get off on the right foot to start the spring of 2023. And one of the first things you can do if you're watching this in your email, hop over to Blackboard and watch it in the announcements section so you can familiarize yourself with what I'm going to be asking you to do over the course of the semester. Now, we'll talk about some of this stuff in the first course meeting, but I don't like to burn a bunch of time talking syllabus day. So you can view the syllabus on Blackboard. Now, here's a paper copy that I will give you on the first day of class. You can also take a look at JPEGs of it on the announcements on Blackboard, or you can find it under resources, also in the course Blackboard shell as a PDF. I don't know what kind of documents you prefer. I'm an analog person, some of you might be digital, but here you can find all the official information on the front, as well as some pictures about things that I find interesting. If you go to the second page of the syllabus, you're going to quickly notice that I have the course expectations there. This will give you all sorts of relevant information, especially how you're going to be graded, what the course policies are, absence policies. Some of you had me in class, some of you haven't, so some of the stuff will be an absolute shock. Some of this will be a little bit tougher than in some of the other classes, because if you really get off the rails in this methods course, you're just going to get buried and not get unburied. So turn stuff in on time and do the basic stuff you need to do. But you can see grade composition, you can see absence policy, you can see the individual assignments that we're going to do, whatever. All right, so then the other thing is you can see the schedule. It breaks down to show you what we're going to do when. You can also find this under assignments, where it'll give you the directions of the individual assignments. And why you might want to look at that even before we get started is it'll give you a chance to think about what your topic is going to be. Now, during the second week of the course, you're going to put together your initial topic list. You have a really clear idea of what you want to study, and you can study anything in human history, which is wild to think about. Many of you have things that you're interested in, and you better find one as we get into this, because it's a long semester. You're going to have to read 3 books about it, write 3 drafts, and then share it with other people. So that can be intimidating. I also think it could be awesome, because maybe for the first time in your academic career, you get to go yeah, I can just study the things I want to study. Welcome to college. Isn't it great? As you get into that, you'll notice there is one listed text for the book for the course. It's called The Good God, Kate L. Turabian's A Manual for Writers of Research Papers, Theses, and Dissertations, otherwise known as the Chicago Manual of Style. This is critically important if you're going to be a historian. Turabian, just big stuff. How I like to approach this is, I think you can buy this, and you probably should if you can, and are going to be doing historical research and need to look at it, because it's more than just how to do citations. It's also all sorts of things for research methodology. Now, some of you may not be historians in the long run. Some of you may not have the whatever $15 or whatever it costs. I don't know what the list price is these days on a Turabian, but I want you to feel like we have equity in the course, and so I will provide you with the notes. You can find those under resources, which will give you kind of a guide. I still expect you to read through those notes. If I have to put the notes together, I distill them into the things I actually want you to see. I do expect you to read them and then show up ready to take those quizzes, which we'll have weekly over that stuff to make sure that we're internalizing the information appropriately. Otherwise, you can find my email address in the syllabus. If you got a bunch of questions before we even get started with the semester, feel free to shoot me an email and I'll be happy to hear from you. I hope you had a great break for those of you that I know. Those of you that I don't know, I also hope you had a great break, but I look forward to getting to know you as we get started, and just really looking forward to this course. Looking forward to a great start to the 2023 semester. See you soon.